Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. Welcome to the big news. The topic for today's discussion: missiles fly over Korean Peninsula. Before we understand what this topic is all about, we have an announcement. BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS will be launching All India Mega Mock Test for Prelims 2023 on 6th of November 9:30 am. This will be available in English and Hindi. It will be available on the offline as well as the online formats, and what you will also get is a detailed report card with the All India ranking as well. So what is that you have to do? Link will be given in the description box. Provide all the necessary information and you would be able to take this free live prelims mock test for the year 2023. Let's get started and try and understand what is this topic all about. North Korea has fired at least 20 missiles east and west of southern neighbor, with one landing near South Korean territorial waters for the first time since two countries were divided in 1953. The minute these missiles were launched, it was the first time most missiles were launched by North Korea in a single day. South Korea immediately issued rare air raid warnings as well. It also launched its own missiles in the response, and South Korea's president described this as a territorial encroachment. One of the missiles even fell 57 km off the South Korean city of Sokcho, while another landed less than 30 km south of the north limit line. Where is this Sokcho? This happens to be one of the regions in South Korea, and we have a line called as the northern limit line. This can be important from the preliminary examination point of view. What is this northern limit line? This happens to be a disputed maritime demarcation line between North Korea and South Korea. But this particular border is not officially recognized by North Korea. North Korean and South Korean navies continuously move around this particular area as well, and there is one of the islands called as the Ingpyeong Island. So why does North Korea not recognize this particular line? That is because it feels that in and around this particular area, lot of fishing activities can be conducted. There is a lot of catch for the crab as well, and lot of sanctions have been imposed on North Korea. Since they do not have much of economic activities going by their way, they would be able to fish in this area and ultimately send it as an export. So they do not recognize this northern limit line. How did South Korea respond to this provocation? South Korea's military joint chief of staff said that it had fired 3 air-to-ground missiles off North Korea's coast in retaliation. President Yoon's office said he had ordered the launch so that North Korea pays a price for its provocation. Now, the most important question is, why is North Korea provoking South Korea? Why had it launched some of the missiles against Japan in the past? Why is it planning to launch all the missiles right now against South Korea? That is because the escalation comes because North Korea basically believes you have United States of America and South Korea who have come up with an operation called as Operation Vigilant Storm. What is this Operation Vigilant Storm? This will basically be one of the largest ever joint drills that is undertaken by United States of America as well as South Korea. This drill will basically involve number of aircraft from both the groups, and they would be conducting mock attacks throughout one particular week. So US has deployed F-35B stealth jets in this area for the first time, and South Korean F-35A aircraft have also taken part as well. So because United States of America and South Korea have come together to conduct this mock drills in this area, North Korea feels threatened, and as a result they have taken up to this particular provocation. In fact, North Korea has also said that if United States of America and South Korea continue to provoke North Korea, the country could also take up nuclear arms as well, and they can also take up powerful follow-up measures. If the US continuously persists in the grave military provocations, will take into account more powerful follow-up measures. If United States of America does not want any serious developments not suited to its security interests, it should stop the useless and ineffective war exercises at once. If not, it will have to take the blame for all the consequences, says North Korea. Because of this, what we have seen is a tit for tat missile attacks and tensions that prevail between North Korea as well as South Korea. Now the next question is, what is Kim Jong-un up to? What are the reasons as to why North Korea tends to launch these missiles? That is because North Korea basically believes if there are missiles at its disposal, it would be constantly able to test and improve its weapons technology. So on one side, it is conducting these missile technology tests because they want to remind to the world that they should not be ignored. We as a country of North Korea are here to stay. You cannot ignore us, and if you threaten us, what we will make use of is our nuclear threats, and at the same time they are constantly testing their technology. So the first reason why they constantly go for these missile checks is because they want to improvise on their weapon technology. The second reason why North Korea launches these missiles is to send a political message to the world, especially to the United States of America. Now let's look at what is happening in the geopolitics. Russia had invaded Ukraine. Russia has a lot of nuclear missiles as well. Because Russia does have a lot of nuclear missiles, they are not able to launch a direct mission on Russia. United States of America, NATO is supporting Ukraine, but everything is happening with the help of NATO forces. But they're not directly taking upon Russia because Russia happens to be a nuclear country. Similarly, right now, North Korea has become emboldened because United States of America is getting distracted in Russia-Ukraine war, and at the same time, North Korea also feels that if a country owns a nuclear weapons, then any other country will not act immediately, which is why it is conducting these missile tests. The third is to impress its people at home and show up loyalty to the regime. In fact, the state media has also reported several times that the recent launches and drills are in response to the military responses of United States of America, South Korea and Japan. This also means that he is also trying to get the loyalty of his own people, so the people in North Korea trust the administration of Kim Jong-un. Added to it, in the past, we've also had support from Russia, we've also had support from China to North Korea. North Korea recently passed a law declaring itself as a nuclear weapon state, with Kim even saying that he will never give up the nuclear weapons. This law also demonstrated that North Korea is strengthening its relationship with China as well as with Russia, and in fact, China and Russia have also put out their open opposition to new kinds of sanctions against North Korea, and this also means that all these three forces may also come together as well. So the point that we have to understand is, why is Kim making use of these measures? One is to make sure that he sends a political message to United States of America. Second is to seek loyalty at home, and third is to make sure that he can improvise on his technology. It is this that we have to understand with respect to this topic. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.